Here's Sam.
Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Here we go. And so off the tip, it's Boston.
Watch Derek.
Now White. And we're expecting an intense battle in the front court tonight, Grant. Both teams with a lot of talent in those positions.
You know, B.A., it'll be an interesting matchup here with the talent and size of their front court. It should make this game extra challenging for these squads. They can't just count on being the dominant force down low. They'll have to get a little creative. Oh my, what a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Here's Murray. Money on the 19-footer.
Murray finding himself in that mid-range position. He doesn't pull a lot from there, but he's capable.
Up top, White. Back to Tatum. Porter with the steal. He goes up. And then Porter with the dunk.
They began the play with active defense, and they finished the play with active offense.
Well, a lot of times coaches will tell you that if you play great defense, you're going to get a reward. It's a good possession all the way around.
And the Celtics making a change here.
And you have to think that one advantage this Celtics team has is a deep roster. Lots of quality guys they can assemble different ways. They're pretty adaptable. And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
To the inside. Horford pulls it in.
You'd love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense that time. It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Look like a schoolyard playground right there. Back to Brogdon. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. You know, a versatile bench really is a gift for the Celtics in tough situations.
And even a great starting five isn't perfect against every opponent. It's important to have flexibility, and that's something that Boston definitely has.
Murray from outside. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. Now here's Tatum. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Now here's Murray. It's a 5-point game. Denied by Tatum.
Tatum makes it easy for his teammates with his defense. He's always a threat to block shots, and he can cover any part of the floor.
Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play. That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
A nice shot by Tatum.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now here's Tatum. 6 points for him. Pass to Williams. Shot clock at 5. Second chance shot. Williams. Great positioning on the putback. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Celtics.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball. And after spending his first 3 seasons with the Bucks, Malcolm Brogdon was part of a sign and trade. Just a great move for his career.
Tatum gets the buck.
What if we were in the game, we would like have a program team design the court with the select And we really took it serious, man. This is like a game. Like, this is not just like some game. This is like a lifestyle.
We went from playing the game to now we're in it. Now we have our apparel in there, and just to see some of our producers and immerse.
Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast live in Milwaukee from the home court of the Bucks. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg. And Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. And now, the first timeout called here for Boston. Obviously, both these teams love to attack the glass, rebounding, so that stat, Greg, could end up being a deciding factor here tonight.
There aren't going to be any free second chances tonight. These squads need to be ready to get physical and fight for every single possession.
You know, a focal point for Tatum early on, increase the consistency from deep, and he's done that with a lot of lab work.
It's Allen on the wing. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The deep three from Tatum. The quick look, no good that time. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's a three-point game. Allen's shot is off.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And it's Milwaukee's ball. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And the Bucks miss again. Tatum with it. He's picked up by Lopez. Lets it go from deep. And another miss by Boston.
Hey, I think that green light they'd given him early should probably go red now. I mean, he needs to get some other folks involved.
Now here's Tatum. Here's Williams. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And one thing Williams has, a lot of natural strength. You can play him physical, but most of the time he's going to win that battle.
You know, when you think about the all-time greats in Milwaukee Bucks history, I mean, two names come right to mind at the top of the list. Lou Alcindor, also known now as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek Freak.
And they double up Giannis. Middleton can't get it to go.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Back to Tatum. Lets it go with a three. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start. Clark, both Kareem and Giannis Antetokounmpo are greats in their own unique respective right, aren't they?
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. I mean, forces of nature, both of those guys. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the iconic and unmatched skyhook, which was a lethal weapon. And then Giannis Antetokounmpo. I mean, you think about his athleticism, his speed, his ball handling skills at 7 feet tall is something we've not quite seen. Both of those guys had similar impact in their uniqueness and their championship caliber mindsets.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Kicks it out to Allen. Milwaukee, no good that time either. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I was able to talk earlier with Boston's head coach. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get. Let their big men go to work.
Thank you, David. Here's Antetokounmpo with the drive.
I'll tell you what, it's absolutely foolish and futile to let Antetokounmpo get space to sprint towards the rim. I mean, the dunks he jams home are just downright filthy, ugly, nasty, wicked.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 6.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game.
That was something to see.
Good. Always good to see Giannis get his teammates involved because he knows he can't do it alone.
And Giannis's journey, GA, so incredibly compelling. A full-length movie made about his and his brother's path to the NBA.
Well, you hear that saying, my life is like a movie. Never truer than for Giannis. It's been an odyssey for the Greek Freak.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, an attitude of joy and unselfishness, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him. He's one of the most popular players in the world.
Wow, he got whacked on that. There shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
And Greg, up and down this Celtics roster, so many of their key players were drafted by the Boston Celtics.
And Tatum and Brown at the core, but also credit to their front office. Rare to find a powerhouse built from homegrown talent.
Bucks trail by 14. It's Brown on the wing. Back to Williams. Pass to Brown. And it's Williams with the jam.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
And here is Brown from downtown. Drills the three-pointer. Brown's got 7.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots at the game right here.
And he hit 72% of his foul shots a season ago, but I'm not sure he's real thrilled with those numbers.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. And Tatum puts up a deep three. What a performance from Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for Boston. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12-23. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Watch out below when Middleton rises up like that. Remarkable at punching it down on you.
Tatum. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. And so it's Ingles with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They trail by 16. Outside Matthews. They set the pick. Middleton on the wing. And a miss there on the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Inside. There's Williams. And finished off by Williams.
Jason Tatum. You know, something that Williams does so well, as soon as he has inside positioning, he just goes for the finish.
Here's Tatum. Shot from the top of the key. He had stolen by Ingles. Lopez outside. From the arc. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. And when people talk about defense, the term boxes and elbows comes up a lot. Great for our audience. Can you explain what that's about?
It's a great point, Kevin. And listen, the two defenders on what we call the boxes, that's down in the low post area. You see those two boxes down at the end of the free throw line. And then you have the two defenders on the elbows. That's the edge of the free throw line. The idea to close down the paint.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. Now, Malcolm Brogdon said in pre-draft interviews, teams would ask him, you went to college for 4 years and got your master's in your 5th year. Are you sure you want to be an NBA player? It seems as if you're black, you can't be both educated and a sportsman. But it's not disheartening. It's a chance for me to break the mold. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. From past the arc, here's Williams. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Williams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possession alive. Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down, hard, and simple.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And a new group in for the Celtics. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Unlike a lot of perimeter-oriented teams, GA, offensively, the Bucks can really play inside out.
No doubt. And teams pack in the lane against Milwaukee, but Giannis in particular is a terrific passer, and if you leave a shooter open, he tends to find it.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 1:57 left here in the second. Pritchard gets the bucket.
And giving up some inches.
But that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Brogdon. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And you know, at 6'5", Brogdon is a threat to dunk it now. You've got to respect his height. He gets up pretty good, too.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Back to Brogdon. Right wing. For the three. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Bucks trailed by 16. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
They swipe it. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Giannis, no good.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Outside to Brogdon. That three off the mark. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Pass to Beauchamp. Here's Connaughton. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Celtics lead by 16. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Bucks. It's a 16-point game. Horford with the rebound.
When you do moves like that and you miss, you know you're going to hear it from your coaches and your teammates.
And many thought Horford's days were over after his OKC stand, but showed he can still be a difference maker in Boston. And boy, was he a huge part of their finals run. Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
And you know, Giannis gets to the basket in a nanosecond. He feels like nobody can stop him.
Here's Tatum. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Brook Lopez. Horford may not be as consistent as he once was, but great. He shows up when you need him the most.
You know, he had several big games for the Celtics in the postseason. Great shooter who can really space the court for you. Still also a top-level defender at the rim, and he helped define their interior defense.
Here's Brown. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Tatum. And the rejection by Giannis. Holiday with it. Now guarded by Tatum. Takes it down to Middleton. Jaylen Brown with the rebound.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
And another miss by Boston.
Well, most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
And that one drops. Antetokounmpo's got 9.
You know, I think you're cooked the moment Antetokounmpo just gets the ball inside. I mean, he's got touch to go with his length and strength.
And taken away by Brown. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Yeah, I tell you what, Tatum really good at getting out in transition and taking advantage of what the defense gives you.
And one thing that stands out about this Celtics unit is their defensive abilities. That they've got a lot of skill on that end of the floor.
Middleton outside. Driving inside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Antetokounmpo. 3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
First personal foul. First team foul. Celtics foul.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. And the Bucks making a change here.
First team foul.
No good on the second free throw. Celtics leading by 17. Outside, Horford. Brown wide open. He fires. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. You're right. Defense, it's been terrific for him. This Boston team, Jay, certainly has a talent for holding back their opponent's shots and really defending well.
And Kevin, they put a lot of energy into pressuring shooters, making sure guys can't find easy looks. They don't want to give away anything for free.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Well, of course, Giannis is the Bucks leader, but it's still Coach Bud who calls the shots. Giannis says, as players, we have to accept Coach's plan. You got to trust. That's the only way it's going to work. And sometimes it won't. Sometimes I'm going to execute the game plan, and sometimes I'm not. Not because I don't want to, but it's just not my day. Kevin, that is very, very good perspective.
Agreed. Thanks, David.
You know, when Antetokounmpo puts his head down, and it is a really terrifying sight for the defense when this guy's coming at you, all limbs and arms and size and ball skills. Usually you just end up hacking away at him to stop him from getting to the hoop.
Pass to Griffin. Takes a three. Outside to Brogdon. Outside Griffin. Nice ball movement by Boston. Fades back. Offensive rebound. Goes up again. And he sinks the layup. Griffin's got his first bucket in this one.
And that's just too easy. When Griffin gets to that area before, expect him to finish.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
It's Brogdon, top of the key. The shot off that time. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Pass to Matthews. Ingles in the corner. The kick out to Hill. Drills it from outside. Hill's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Commendable awareness by Hill, noticing the defense was sagging off of him as the pass was coming, and then just squaring up and knocking it down.
Three from Matthews. Rebound Boston. They led the game at one point by 20. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
And this is what happens when you let Griffin establish position. He will make you pay.
And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside Williams. The three ball. And they get it back. Over to the wing. Brogdon outside. Got a hand on it. And so it's the Boston Celtics. Feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've been putting...
The Celtics, 49.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Boston. They lead by 17. Here's Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
I tell you, we get these explosive nights from Tatum more and more often. I mean, he's got the tools of a top 10 scorer in this league, and they're on display now.
Shots good by Middleton.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Well, that's a rebounding clinic right there. He boxed out and then went up aggressively and strong for it.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Allen. Back to Holiday. Middleton for three. And Tatum pulls it down. Celtics leading by 16. Brown. Now here's Tatum. Beyond the arc. Drops in the tray. Tatum's got 9 points here in the second half.
I love seeing Tatum continue to work on that jump shot. I mean, he's a fantastic scorer, and with the jump shot added and refined, he's only going to get better.
A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Brown. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And Jaylen Brown is such a force on the offensive end. Hard to keep that guy out of the paint. Terrific finisher at the rim.
Both shots good from the stripe. And maybe the only weakness for Brown is his handle on the ball.
And it's something that he's worked on every offseason. Still, though, susceptible to turnovers while dribbling. That's one of the very few weaknesses in his game.
Shot clock at 5. Pass to Williams.
Hey, defenders already have a lot to worry about with Tatum scoring. And he's making passes like that, too. Watch out.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Fires the 3. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Tatum. And the Bucks with possession here. Middleton on the wing. To stop the run. He doesn't hit that one. And the Celtics going the other way now. A crossover. Horford trying to free himself up. And the layup good by Brown.
Brown is so creative at picking apart the defense with his ball handling. You got to love how clever he is with the ball.
And a long wind-up and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up.
I certainly hope not.
Here we go, one-on-one. Nobody near Allen. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And they double up Brown. A second chance effort. Out to White. Off target with his 3. Here's Milwaukee now. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And stolen by Williams. And the whistle blows. It'll be on Pat Connaughton. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul.
Here's Giannis. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal foul.
And Greg, even with teams daring Giannis to shoot from outside, his career three-point percentage stuck below 30%.
And still an elite scorer because of his proficiency at the rim. But it's been said before, if he adds the triple, he'll be truly unguardable.
Back to Brown. Rebounded by the Bucks.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Celtics.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jason Tatum.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
You know, no opponent is willing to give Antetokounmpo an easy look. I mean, they want to make it hard on him, and he's going to get bodied up, and he's learned to accept that.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Yeah, he cuts the deficit a little bit, but not as much as he could have. One miss can make a big difference.
A nice shot by Tatum.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding. You know, this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
No good on the free throw.
Taking 2 shots.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
Well, after their offense stalled in the finals, the Celtics getting some veteran help. Gallinari and Brogdon both bring shooting, and Brogdon's another playmaker on the floor.
It's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Up top, Tatum. Out to White. 13 feet away. And it's Brown missing. Carter with the 3. Misses there. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
Hey, you know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is.